Welcome to my new channel. You can call me the Elysian Priestess or any way you want. And in today's pick a card reading, the theme will be about what needs to end and what do I need to embrace in this new moon in Aquarius season tomorrow, August 15, 2019. I know I might be new in this YouTube community, but I've been posting some pick a card readings, do personal reading services for some people on Instagram. The ID of my Instagram is also the same as my YouTube account. It's also the Elysian Priestess. You can also find me there if you find that we could resonate to one another. I guess that's all the short introduction session for me. I'll probably pause and make another video about me later. But now let's get to the reading. Okay, so we have 3 piles here, and I'm using one of my recently favorite Korean artists. He's a singer and an actor. Photos as a way to differentiate one pile to another. This guy's name is Moonbin. He is from the boy band ASTRO, and you can pick either any of the Moonbin's pictures, whichever that catch your attention, or also any of the piles of cards behind his pictures that you found as attractive to you and the ones that caught your attention the most. But please remember that when it comes to pick a card reading, any pick a card reading from any kind of tarot readers, please remember to only take what's resonate to you, what's resonate with you, and leave whatever doesn't. Be sure that you have to still follow your heart, follow your intuitions, believe in what you believe in, because I believe that as other tarot readers, our intentions are just helping you guys to be the best version of yourself and giving you some kind of information that which hopefully could still help you grow and bloom. So yeah, please just take whatever resonates and leave what doesn't. So now let's get started to any of the pin that you've chosen. You can pick from pile A, the Moonbin picture where he has pink hair, or pile B, the Moonbin picture where he offered his hand to reach out to you, or pile C, the Moonbin picture that he's holding some kind of beverages. I meditated first before pulling these cards, and once again the question is what needs to end and what do I need to embrace in this new moon in Aquarius season tomorrow, August 15, 2019. If you've chosen your pile, let's get to it. I'm sorry, I guess I made a little mistake earlier. I kept saying new moon while I've checked just now that tomorrow, August 15, will be full moon, not new moon. Full moon in Aquarius. So yeah, let's get started. So for pile A, apparently we have the High Priest to start this pile. And for this moment, I feel like you may be needed to let go and forgive of any kind of past transgression, any kind of past traditions or situations that you may feel like have been keeping you down for some period of time. You may need to evaluate which kind of traditions that you want to follow and keep in your journey ahead, the beliefs that you want to keep to yourself, and let go of the traditions that you feel like outdated in some ways, the traditions that you know that it won't fit you anymore, the traditions or old beliefs that you know won't really help you grow into the person who you really want to be. But this could also mean that you are probably tempted or intrigued to start something that you know may educate yourself in some ways. You may decide to go back to school or learn something new. It's like there is certain kind of knowledges that you want to pursue, or any kind of religion or beliefs that you want to confirm to. The high priest, usually known as the Hierophant, is actually the card from the earth element, which is Taurus card, and Taurus is actually ruled by Venus, and it represents the throat chakra. And I feel like maybe you also need to stand up for whatever you believe is right, even if it means confirming the normal norms or traditions that you feel like they won't suit you, or they do not suit you anymore the way they did before. It's like you may need to face some kind of old beliefs and break them. You may feel like there is a need to enhance your spiritual ability in some ways, and try to ground your knowledges into reality. Try to make them fit into your perception, current perception, and help them guide you, because somehow deep inside your heart you know that your beliefs or whatever you want at this moment, it may benefit not just you but also a larger group of people. I guess I've said it earlier that it's a card that indicates wisdom and knowledges, so you may be in the mood like you're thirsty for new knowledges, new information. You want to know this, you want to know that, and you may also feel like you have the need, urge, the tendency to speak up for yourself or for people, for some group of people, because there may be some tingling sensation in your throat chakra area where you know you have to speak up, you have to stand up for something. That's also part of what I'm saying, because you're willing to share the knowledges that you have obtained. You are willing to give it back to other people. You are willing to give good advice and keep the good traditions going. You're willing to forgive. You're willing to just let go of whatever doesn't serve you anymore from the past. And with the Eight of Pentacles, I guess it's also related to the Hierophant card, because the Eight of Pentacles is usually about new employment ideas, new job, signs of being an expert in something, wanting to take authority of yourself, and the courage to maybe start making money or following your passion for doing whatever you like to do. At this moment, you may be highly attracted, highly enthusiastic to learn new things, to get new knowledges. You're trying to work on something and make it a fine art. It's like I'm feeling that you might be currently working on something and you really want that something to be perfect. So you're willing to stay true to your own values and beliefs. You're willing to continue improving and adjusting. You're willing to stay focused on whatever you're doing, because somehow you know the effort will be worth the wait. You're currently highly committed to yourself and your own future. It's like you don't want anything that might be obstacles, be burden to what you really want. You don't want your obstacles, your problems, your past experiences, any kind of old traditions or beliefs that do not serve you. You don't want them to stop you from wherever you're going. You don't want to lose sight of what you really, really want. This card could also indicate the green light if you've been looking for one recently. It's a light that says whatever you're currently trying to achieve, it will be a great success if you continue believing in yourself and just focus on whatever you're doing. Whatever you have in mind, It could give you good reputation later, but you really need to concentrate to achieve your goals. In order to achieve your goals, you really need to set your focus just in one point. That goal, I actually really love this pile because at the what needs to end part, it is ended with the Five of Cups in reverse. The Five of Cups in reverse really shows us that you are really, at this moment, you're now in a phase where you're willing to let go of whatever that's been burdening you in the past. Whether it was old belief, old societal standards that have been given to you, old judgmental opinions that you thought were burdening you, you thought were your reasons of why you didn't get this or that. And with this Five of Cups in reverse, it means that the worst has finally gone. It's over. And now you're ready to accept, you're ready to continue moving on, you're ready to let go of sorrow, you're probably in the phase of healing yourself, you're ready to forgive, you're willing to forgive not just the people who has hurt you in the past, but also forgive yourself. It's like you're ready to recreate your world, you're ready to recreate your own small universe. You're ready to co-create with the one that holds the entire power, God, universe, whatever you name it. You're ready to be used as the vessel, the agent of change, the agent of blessings. You really want to channel your very best, the very best version of yourself with your talents, with your abilities, with your potentials. You really want yourself to shine, to show, to grow. That is why you need to educate yourself more, you need to practice yourself more, you need to learn more in this maybe self-development, self-growth, or any kind of talents you want to enhance. You're ready to stay hopeful because you believe that at this moment you believe that the best wisdom usually comes from mistakes and past trauma. I'm actually picking this pile too, so yeah, I'm proud of you guys. We're heading there wherever we want to achieve. And for the things that we need to embrace and or do, we have the Ten of Engines, which is the Ten of Wands, Ace of Airships, which is the Ace of Swords, Three of Airships, which is the Three of Swords. We need to embrace and understand that in order for us to achieve our success stories, we need to remember that every success has a price to pay, which means that since Ten of Wands is actually card of Saturn in Sagittarius, this indicates some kind of completion. And even though there are probably, indeed, of course, there are some kind of responsibilities you have to pay in order for you to achieve what you want. And we have to be more responsible of whatever we want to achieve, whatever we want to attract into our lives. Not every burden or problems are problems. Sometimes, the way we see things, the way we perceive things ain't always as bad as we thought they usually are, they should be. We could see problems from the perspective that as if, okay, I have challenges, I have problems in front of my eyes, but what can I probably do to get through out of the situation? What can I learn? What can I grow from it? Where can I do more? What can I do next? It's just use the challenges as a way to improve yourself and be more cautious with our responsibilities. We have to maybe pay more attention and differentiate which is the more important and most important, and just try not to overthink everything, because overthinking could really lead us to maybe anxiety, and it makes us worried about, oh, what if it's not finished by this time, what if it's not finished by that time, because sometimes we have to do everything one by one. We cannot force ourselves to finish everything immediately or get everything or anything immediately, but we just need to make sure that at least we're progressing. It's always in the perspective. We always have the choices to choose. How do we want to see our life? How do we want to see our situations? I believe that at this time you really have to feel that you want something and you really want something. That's why your confidence has probably increased in a way you never thought it could have been. And the confidence enables you to push yourself into the best version that yourself can really be. So, yeah, don't give up. With the presence of the Ace of Swords, things might feel like they're moving rapidly for you, they're changing super fast for you in your life. But these are good things, exciting changes are coming for you. It could also be possibility of love over, or maybe possibility of you loving yourself more, loving your talents more. It's like you're ready to seek out for the truth, stand up against all wrongs, have the great power and courage to reach the goals, willing to act your intentions out, and having the mental clarity and willing to collect your abilities to achieve victorious breakthrough. You're willing to make the right decision and be more assertive. And with the Three of Airships or Three of Swords, I know this card is often indicating heartache, loss, or whatever. But I guess for this reading, this card indicates that you've really learned your lessons. The truths have finally been revealed. All of the not so good experiences that you've experienced, they are finally clearing away and going away from your life. You need to embrace yourself, embrace your courage, maximize your own fullest potential to really let go of the pain, really let go of the past, really let go of the grief and the sorrow that you've been keeping to yourself. There is no need to keep them all again now. No need at all. There is no need to keep the suppressed memories. No need to refuse to let go of whatever that really doesn't serve you anymore. I'm feeling like you could be a really talented person, and you have the abilities to achieve whatever you want, any kind of dreams that you want. So please don't let your past experience, past limitations bring you down and unconsciously forbidding you from getting wherever you want to be or whatever you want to get. You're worthy of great life, you're worthy of happiness, you're worthy of great experiences to experience in life. And with the affirmations card, I made this affirmations cards myself. It's a DIY cards, DIY deck, and the two for you are, the first one is, I'm ready to heal, so whatever from my past that is no longer serving me but have only been hurting me, I'm free from all of those painful memories now. I think I've just talked about it, right? And the second one is, my relationships are my mirror of my own relationship with myself, so I know I have to continue treating myself well to treat others well in advance. I guess this affirmations is just summarizing everything. You're worthy of giving to other people. You're worthy of doing whatever serve your highest good, your purposes. But it's no point of keeping the past. You have to keep your cups full before pouring yourself to other people's cups, before pouring to other people's cups. You have to make sure you're enough before stepping yourself out there and wanting to be there for other people. So I guess that's all for pile A. For those of you who choose pile B, what needs to end and what do I need to embrace or do in this full moon in Aqua season? The spread of cards above is what is going to tell you what are the things that need to end. And we have the Seven of Cups here. The Seven of Cups is actually card of Venus in Scorpio. There might have been time in the past where you are being too distracted by too many choices, and that's what makes you wasting your time in daydreams. You may feel like you don't know what to do next, while actually we would always have choices of what to do next. You know there are many possibilities. There are lots of options, lots of opportunities. You have been dreaming, having fantasy, but assuming that those are just illusions or stuff. But you might have not really taken significant changes of what to do next, of what you want to do in order for you to achieve all of those dreams that you've been dreaming about. You need to beware of just wishful thinkings and analyze, then evaluate your choices, options, and angles of perspective. Be very, very clear about your goals and intentions. Don't be easily tempted to maybe just quit or take the easy roads, because every good thing take time in order for you to get the prize. Every good thing take time in order for you to achieve what you really want. There might be new ideas, new objects, new projects, increase in your imagination. You might have to be in a position where you have to choose from certain kind of variety. But I'm feeling that you will be happy when you're making the decision. So the decision making of what you need to do in order for you to continue moving forward, those decisions will be happily made. Those changes could really be related to how you see your work, how you see your situation. I don't know why, but I'm also feeling that there is warning for you not to be too impulsive when it comes to splurging your money, not to be too, how do you say it? It's hedonistic. No offense, but that's actually what I'm feeling. You could be somewhat impulsive, and those are caused by the temptations. Maybe you need to increase your self-control, practice mindfulness, learn how to separate reality from illusions, and remember that not everything that's glimmering is actually gold. Not everything that shines is really shining because of its quality. Why am I saying that? But that's what I'm feeling. Use your imagination and ideas to choose choices correctly, appropriately. And with the Six of Cups, there might also been some kind of childhood trauma, abuse, or issues, and you are expected or probably have been resolving that issue or issues of yours. You're willing to reunite or going back to visit the memories. You could get the chance to go back to what you love. You could have reunion with some people from your past, so you'd be able to probably reminisce about the good memories and the bad memories from the past, because there is like something from the past that comes back and it could trigger you in some ways. So you're suggested to only take the good memories and remove the bad memories, so it doesn't need to bother you to continue moving forward in your journey. Just allow yourself to relive the good memories. Accept current circumstances for the way they are, because you need your current situation to get where you want to be. Use your past experiences and lessons as assurance that you're actually a strong person and you've made it this far. Let your inner child out. This could also be your childlike beliefs, childlike faith, which is highly necessary, or the feeling of being home, comfort, or you might also get some kind of increase in your creativity, and it could affect your how you work, how you see the world. You may see and treat your life more creatively. Just make sure that you don't want to be stuck in the past. And with the Tower card, you might have experienced some kind of loss, failure, any kind of thing that you felt like destruction, shocking endings, and that thing or those things make you feel like you've lost everything. But somehow I feel like those experiences, they needed to happen because it will really make you a stronger person, a brand new stronger version of yourself. I think it's related to the Six of Cups. Maybe since you've experienced any kind of the Tower moment, any kind of destruction moment, any kind of loss, or the feeling of being robbed out emotionally, physically, whatever. And that experience makes you feel like you want to rekindle with your past. You want to relive your past again, where you may feel like everything was easier at that moment. The loss that you've experienced, that is needed because it has to make you shed some of your old layers and old beliefs. Because usually when a door closes, another door opens. When a destruction happens, creation will follow afterwards. Because it is on the spread of what needs to end, I believe that it needs to end. Your pain needs to end because you are expected to embrace the change and keep moving forward. You have to take those new perspectives in life and use it as your grip, as your foundation, new foundation. Rebuild yourself. You have to break down any kind of walls that you thought have protected you but actually hiding you from the truth. Change is not easy. No one says change is easy. Progress is not easy, but it is highly essential for our growth. In order for us to bloom, we have to change. It's like when you're planting a seed, it has to be planted on the ground, on the soil. It has to be in darkness. It has to receive rain, receive the heat of the sun. It has to take the time for it to grow until it really blooms. And that's your situation now. I believe that your phase of being in the darkness is finally reaching its ending. And it's followed by what you need to embrace in the full moon in Aqua. You have the present hate, which is the strength card. And the strength card usually indicates you finding your actual inner strengths, your actual power, you being more tolerable, you being more brave, you being more responsible, you having the ability to remain strong. It's like you're finally able to change and transmute all of your problems, your pain, your anything that's been resisting you into power. And you're changing it with kindness, compassion, belief, and faith. You have the courage now, you have the patience now, and you have the audacity, the bravery, the belief in your heart that you can control your life. You have to control your life patiently. And when I'm recording this, it's actually 4:44 p.m. in my place, and I believe that it's a sign for you. Angel numbers. We often forget that strength is not always Physical strength. Patience could also considered as strength. Strong belief could also be considered as strength. I really feel like you're finally overcoming self-doubt. And with the King of Swords at this moment, you are expected to retake your authority of yourself, of your own life. It's quite similar to pile number 1, but different in some ways. You have clearer thinking, clearer ways of thinking now. You maybe needed to take some role of leadership in your job, maybe in your position, or take leadership of yourself. This is also an indicator for you to continue moving forward and work hard for your ambitions, for whatever you really want to achieve. Be firm with what you believe in, be firm with what you want, but be reasonable. Use your knowledge and intellectuals to get what you really want. I'm seeing you as a really strong and resilient person. You've been transformed. I feel like you've been transformed from a cocoon to a beautiful butterfly. You may have some high ethical standards in some ways, but those standards are what keeping you objective when it comes to any kind of situation. Be sure to maybe seek some advices from trusted people, older people, because their advices could really help you grow in a way you never thought is also possible. I mean, they could give you insights on how you should grow, how you should continue your life next in small steps. Be ready to be more structural and follow the routine. You may need that. And with the Captain of Leviathans, it's actually King of Pentacles. I love how you get 2 kings and 1 strength card in the what you need to embrace or do spread, because it's really beautiful, I mean, wow, you've made it. I may not know what exactly have you gone through personally, but you've made it. And look at what you've obtained with the King of Leviathans, which is the King of Pentacles. I think it's related to the 7 of Cups of what needs to end. You finally earn stability and success in some ways, but you're still able to value traditions in some ways too. You're finally more stable, more disciplined, more powerful, more abundant, of course, because I'm really feeling the abundance vibes in you now, in any way. You're also more grounded and dependable now, and those are the things you need to embrace or do more often. Bettering yourself, of course. And with the affirmations cards, I made these affirmations cards myself. The first one for you is: it is safe for me to love, so I'm free to love myself, love whatever that's been given to me, and also anything that's coming my way. It is related to the 6 of Cups also, isn't it? And the Captain of Airships and Captain of Leviathans. You are free to love yourself, to accept yourself for who you actually are, no matter what you've gone through in the past. You are free to accept and love your present at this moment. You are free to love whatever you're becoming in the future. And the second one is: I accept myself, my differences, my uniqueness, and my awesomeness fully, because they will help me manifest divine's best plan for my future. I think I've just talked about fulfillment, the feeling of being fulfilled of what you've achieved. And yeah, I know you're manifesting something greater. Please don't give up now, just continue. I'm feeling so many great things coming your way after the full moon tomorrow. Fighting. So that's all for pile B. For the last pile, which is pile C, what needs to end? What do you need to embrace or do in this full moon in Aqua season? For the what needs to end, we start our reading with the World. The World is actually a card that is associated with victory, positive outcomes, celebrating certain kind of life milestones, accomplishments, completion in some ways. It also represents growth or process or transition from some place to another place, from some phase to another phase, from some situation to another situation, which is obviously the better one. It feels like you have finally collected parts of yourself and integrated whatever you've learned. So you are transforming into a whole new you, and you finally able to get in touch with your own higher abilities. It's like when we're in school, we have tests, and after the test, you made it. And it's like a new phase of your life will just begin. There may be time needed for you to really integrate yourself into the whole new you. You could also be needed to travel to some places in order for this change. You may need to take time to travel for yourself, or this change includes travel itself. You finally achieve the sense of belonging, the feeling of being content, the feeling of being whole as a whole, the wholeness kind of feeling. You're feeling like everything's slowly getting into harmony, like you're willing to embrace the beautiful beginnings. And it's related to this Ten of Cups. Beautiful. Ten of Cups is a card that indicates blessings, happiness, upgrade in any kind of situations, or could also be relationships. Why am I feeling relationships? If you're listening to this and you want to achieve some kind of upgrade in your relationships, romantic relationship or something, you could get that upgrade. I mean, if you're single, you could find your spouse soon. If you're in a relationship, there could be upgrade in your relationships. And if you're engaged, there could be marriage. And if you're married, there would be some kind of things that could spice up the relationships in a good way. In the meantime, this card could also indicate homecomings, returning home, the feeling of being home, abundance, the feeling of being welcome, bliss, interaction with children. If you're expecting pregnancy, this could also be a sign for you that you'll be blessed to become parents soon. Increase in creativity, and also the ability of you to share more care to other people. It's like you've achieved any kind of desire and you're ready to share it to the world, to share the good news. There could also be increase in your skills, in your abilities, in your knowledge, increase in your ability to manifest stuff. Like you're finally achieving the things that you're dreaming about. It's really related to the last two cards, right? Beautiful. It's really beautiful. It's like you're finally being resourceful. And I don't know why, but I'm feeling that you might have finally understood more about spirituality. You have finally acknowledged your psychic abilities, maybe. Maybe you have clairsentient. Maybe you have clairvoyant. Maybe you have clairaudience. And it's like there is some kind of increase in those abilities, and you're finally accepting your talents in that. You're wanting to embrace it, finally. And you're willing to use your abilities to higher goods, to serve God, to serve the universe for better things. And for the things that needs to be embraced or do, we have the Five of Engines, which is the Five of Wands, Five of Cups, and the Empress. Okay, since you have felt like you have obtained whatever you deserve, be sure not to be too possessive or protective to what you've achieved. Don't be too territorial or competitive just to keep it. Be sure that what's meant for you will always be meant for you. Be more assertive. Don't pen up your energy. There may be disagreements if you don't want to listen. I don't know why I'm feeling that, but there could really be disagreements if you or some other related parties in your life do not want to listen to something. Be willing to accept other people's ideas and inputs. Be willing for another opportunity to grow. challenges that could expand your talents, expand your capabilities. There will be chance for you to show your skills or whatever you've obtained. Don't face challenges or conflicts with tension. Be wise with the words you say. Be careful with the thoughts you think. Conflicts can actually bring creative solutions. It could be source of more productivity, more great ideas. Learn how to see everything from the bigger perspective, not just through your point of view. You really can achieve everything if you really believe you can. Have faith in yourself. You have all the resources you need to get what you want, so go get what you want. Go get what you want even if there are challenges. I don't know why, but there could be some kind of past mistakes that could make you feel like you're always in a limbo situation kind of way, like you want to do this but you feel like you shouldn't do that, and because you don't want to repeat some kind of past mistakes or something. You have to be willing to learn from those past mistakes. You have valuable life experiences to look up to. Don't cry over your trauma for too long. Don't grieve over your sadness or loss for too long too. You may receive some kind of inheritance or large amount of money, but make sure not to isolate yourself, because you have your own fear. You have your own perspectives caused by your own trauma. You might have been disappointed in some ways by some people or maybe yourself in the past, but the hope exists. It always exists. It's there. You could also be in some kind of crossroads at this moment. So you're expected to be more grateful of whatever you've had, whatever you've obtained. The worst is over. There is no need to suffer or grieve anymore. Accept whatever you've had now. Accept whatever has happened in the past. Move on. Just continue to keep moving forward. Continue the process. Because I believe that you're halfway or probably already almost there to be the Empress version of yourself. Empress is a card of abundance, a card of growth, a card of stability, a card of amazing results, a card that reminds you that you are worthy. You are worthy of whatever you've had. You are worthy of whatever you have. You are worthy of whatever you want to have, if your intentions to get what you want to have are good. Nurture yourself. Learn how to nurture yourself before you really start nurturing other people. Learn how to connect to your feminine loving energy. It is a card of reassurance. Maybe you're suggested to try spending time in nature, traveling. Yeah, you also have to work. Maybe you need to travel to refresh yourself, to refresh your energy, to finally able to throw away all of the bad memories, to free yourself from the past. Take that travel, not only physically, but also the travel that your soul has been longing for, the freedom that yourself has been longing for. Take that, earn that, own that. And for the affirmations card, these cards are actually made by me, and the messages written here are the messages I got during my meditation earlier. And the first one you got is, I am unique. I am one in a million, so I don't need to force myself to fit into whatever I know won't suit my highest goods. It is really related to the Empress and the Magician vibes. I love it. Remember that, okay? You're one in a million. No need to fit in. No need to fit into some standards or whatever. You are you. You choose, you decide how you want to live your life, how your life want to be. Be a co-creator with God. Be a co-creator with the universe. And the second one is, I'm ready to take actions enthusiastically because I know my faith, courage, And perseverance will eventually open doors. And it's related to the Five of Cups, Five of Wands, the World, and Ten of Cups. Abundance, new beginnings, letting go of the past, of whatever doesn't serve you. So yeah, this is such a really beautiful reading. I know you can do that. I have a feeling you can do that. Fighting